Hello traders, this is Mac Billion. Today is April 12, 2015 and let's talk about the market. Let's start with the spider. I wanted to show you the spider the last presidential year, which it was 2012. You can see here we went up right at the beginning of the year, then correct a little bit and still going up. So this is a perfect year for swing trading. If you compare 2012 to what is happening right now, let me zoom this out. This is the spider, by the way. You can see that we start the year by going down. We break down, then it bounce a little bit, break down again, double bottom, and then we just move up to the beginning of the year, which was around right here. That was the beginning of the year. So we are right there. There's no gains, and now it's just moving sideways. I have been watching all the time. I'm more interested in the political process right now, but it's just because it's not doing anything. I wanted to show you that my main indicator, which is the DMI, ADX, is right below 20 and it's very, very low. And it has been low for a long time. And that tells me that the buyers, there's no big money buying. It's just low volume, and the low volume is not big money. So that's what I use ADX for, and that's keep me away from the market, because entering here on any kind of trade is gambling and you can lose money. And if you go back a few weeks ago, we tried twice. I entered a batch. We won one, the other ones didn't work. We closed it. We took a small loss. Then we try another batch. Three didn't work. One worked. 50% profits. Pay for the losers, but it's not working. So I decide, okay, stop. I'm not gonna be continuing doing, sending you alerts that low probability trades, because that's not what I like. I like to send high probability trades because that's what makes money. It has been a terrible year for swing trades, and that's what we do. Now, for day trades is different because the chart is different, and you can trade a different chart, and you can trade breakouts, breakdowns, and there has been a lot of moves for day trade, not for swing trade. So this is I wanted to compare, because usually presidential year are good years, but this year, nope. We went down, up, down, moving sideways right now. We are very near this top right here, and there is nothing to trade, nothing. And you have to understand that there's nothing to trade. All the people that I know that are really good traders, they're not doing anything. They're vacationing, they're watching the political process, they're doing something else because there's nothing to do now. And there's many people losing fortunes, big accounts, by trading this kind of price action that doesn't go anywhere, especially because we are auction traders. So we not only have to have direction right, but we have to have the time decay, because if we enter low in here and start moving sideways and you enter in auctions, you're gonna lose money either way. You're gonna lose money because time decay is gonna eat you premium. So that's what I wanted to tell you. If we go to the IWM, which is the Russell, you can see here, we were trading up, we break down, and now we trading down, and we are very near this top, which is 112 Fibonacci, and that's what I'm watching. But also look at the ADX right here. It's at 10. It's really low. Now I'm thinking, because it's that low, because this one is really low, I think being right here this major resistance, which is 212, I think we're probably gonna go another let down. Now I have to wait for that price action to trigger the entry, because it hasn't triggered the entry. It might go to 212. It might play around here for 15 days, 20 days, I don't know. But until it's not trending down, until I don't see a price action, until I don't see ADS going up, I'm not gonna enter, because I don't want to lose my money. I wanted to prefer still watching, because there's no rush for me to enter the market in a low probability trade to lose my money. So that's what I wanted to tell you. I wanted to tell you about Apple. Apple also major resistance. Major resistance right here. You have to be careful right here if you loan, because it can easily go down from here. Now this one is different in ADX. ADX is at 39, so it's very strong bulls, but we are at resistance, so you have to respect this resistance. Someone told me today, oh, let's enter a loan in here, saying, I don't want to enter a loan in a resistance after it went up from 94 to 110 in just 2 weeks. You know, we're talking about at the end of February. In a few weeks, it went up from 94 to 110 without any correction. You know, trending about the 20 simple moving average, and it's now at this resistance. I prefer to watch because it's gonna be a low probability if we get the loan right here. I prefer to watch to see if we break out. I'm gonna send alert because this one I like the ADS. There's big money on this one. So if we see a breakout right here, we're gonna enter loan. So this one is on my watch list. Let me zoom this out to show you better. You see this trend? So this is gonna be the enter. If we break out this resistance here, we're gonna go long. So keep an eye on Apple because I like the chart and I like the ADX is really high. On Amazon, yeah, different story. It's trending up, nothing is broken. It's trending, moving sideways about 585, and I think this one might go up on as if it breaks 605. That's my number, 605. If you break out that number, I might go long because I think it might go to 678. ADX is at 16, but it's trending up. So that's something that you have to consider when you see ADX. When it's trending up, it's a different story. Look at this. It was this one was 11. ADX was 11, and just a couple days, it has been from 11 to 16 in just a couple days. That's a trending ADX. That means that big money is buying, but it's buying little by little, and it's going up. So the number is 605. So that's another one that you have to put in your watch list. Baba, nice breakout. Baba breakout right here, but it's just holding there. You know, it's pretty disappointed because many people enter in this trade right here, and it's just moving sideways, eating premium. ADX is at 25. It should be running, but it's not, and it's not running because the S&P, the Russell, or the Dow Jones is running. So it's just keeping it in there until we see a movement in the S&P or the IWM, the Russell. Then I'm sure we're gonna see Baba flying very nicely. They will report in May, so we have time to enter this trade. If we break out 80, that's my number, $80. If we break out about $80, this thing is gonna start trending up. So it's another one you have to put in your watch list. Now let's talk about Facebook. That's my favorite stock. But again, we trade options. So if you trade the stock, please put some money on the stock, buy some shares, keep it there. I think this is a nice stock to hold. It's a perfectly trending up inside this major multi-year channel. Short-term trend is broken right here. It bounced from the 50 simple moving average, and you can see it's holding, and it has the Fibonacci 108, which is my number. I will love to buy it right here at the bottom of the channel, which is around 99 or 100. But you can buy a couple shares here, and if it goes to the bottom, I'm gonna go enter with auctions. But again, I'm waiting for the S&P to trigger everything I want. So ADX is a 17, is low, so that's what I keep me, waiting for this one to enter auctions. Even though it's very near to 108, but ADX is low, volume is low, and just the directionals are just playing around to see who gets control. So we better wait on this one. You know, there's no rush. Let's see if we can go and touch this bottom of the trend line, which is around $100. Now let's talk about another one. Let's talk about gold. You guys are talking about gold. This is GLD. It break out this falling wedge. Nice breakout. It went up to 122, and now it has been moving sideways. And it has been moving sideways since the beginning of February. You know, this is a little box right here. Let me zoom this out so you can see the box. This is a little box, and you can perfectly trade this box. Just wait for the breakout or breakdown, and then enter long or short. This is a box right here. The probabilities that this is going up is very high because it's trending up from here. Break out the falling wedge, and ADX is now about 20, but it's at 1959. So it's a high probability that we're gonna pick up momentum here, and we might test 127. ADX is trending and it's below 20, but it's trending. So that's another thing, and it's not that low like the other ones that I show you. So I like gold right here. You can use the stop is 114 stop loss. If you break down below 114, you have to get out. So let's see what happens if we break out 122. I'm gonna enter long, which is the top of the box. But if you break down below 114, you can get out of your loans and get short because this one might go down very ugly. So that's my take on gold. And if we talk about oil, you know, if you see this is a chart from 2011 to 2016, a 5-year chart, and you gotta pull out this chart first because it shows you that it was trending very nice for many years since 2011 to 2014. It break down and it's moving down. It's trending down. It's not moving up. You know, it just move up a little bit right here, and people say, "Wow, this is going to the moon." Well, you have to pull up the big chart and see that this thing is trending down. So you should be buying. You should be buying puts when it goes up, not buying calls when it goes up. So right here, and this is a Uso. So $11 is the resistance. You can see here double top right here, very near double top. So be careful right here because every time it goes to a Fibonacci resistance, it fails, and it fails, it moves down more than a breakout. Like he moved, like in back in this is August last year. It went to $16, trade a little bit there for a couple days, and you break down from $60 to $8. That was 50% loss on oil that time. Now it's playing with the $11 Fibonacci. So let's see what happened, because if he failed right there, it might go down to $5, which is going to be another 50% loss in oil. And you can use another chart. You can use APA, or you can use whatever you wanted to trade, but it's the same chart. So I don't like oil right here. I think it's just correcting a little bit, but it's going to have another letdown. Now, oil is very difficult to trade. You have to be really careful because you really have to know all the things that is happening around oil, because any stupid news or anything, it can take you out, especially if you have auctions, and especially if you own those positions that are naked. You can get killed really easy. So be careful with oil. I like oil right here. If it fails 11, and if it moves below the 20 simple moving average, which is not $10. Now let's talk about another one. Let's talk about Tesla. Tesla, I'm gonna show you right here. All this spike. Every time it spike like that, you know, it goes up and spike, it goes down, and it goes down really nice. Spike down, spike down, spike down, spike down. So that's what I wanted to show you. Now it's spike. It went from 139 to, let me see, it was to 267, 268. That's a nice spike. So I'm thinking that this thing is gonna go down from here. So that's my take on Tesla. But again, this one is really hard to trade. Tesla, so trade with small positions because it might go up to 283. But looking at the chart, I think there's a 80% probability that this thing is gonna go down from here. Okay, traders, this is everything for today. Trade on.